Gangster Squad.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot too. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Well, basically the plot is
just these cops in 1949 LA. Mickey Cohen's starting to run the city, and they're put together and told not to be cops and take him out.
and that's basically the plot. And
Yep.
stuff happens, stuff escalates.
Yep.
Crazy shit goes down, and a lot of violence.
A lot of violence.
A lot of smoking.
A lot of smoking. Made me want to smoke a cigarette.
A lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking by surprisingly Ryan Gosling.
He drinks and smokes a lot.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling is the character who sits there and smokes and drinks the most. I would not have expected that, honestly.
Emma Stone. Emma Stone's in it.
Emma Stone's in it, and she actually, I was happy. Because she was one of the reasons I got to see this, because unlike everybody else, I'm like, oh, dude, Emma Stone.
She's
Yeah.
beautiful.
But not only does she look really good, they gave her really good makeup and did her hair awesome for like that 1949ish, 1950s style. But like her character actually played like a pivotal role in the plot. So I was just like, all right, cool. At least she actually got to do something, and she wasn't just stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
Like Thor and Natalie Portman after the huge success of Black Swan, they were just like stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
She's like, okay.
Oh, how did that? Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'll say that I guess we can go I like the character I liked the best was the one black guy they have on the team. Yes, I like the token black guy on the team.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. But he was awesome because there was like one part of the movie he gets like shot in the shoulder or whatever. But as soon as he goes down, he always carries this like little switchblade knife with him. So when he goes down, he just comes back and goes fuck and just throws it and just hits a guy right in the face with it. And I was just like, oh god, that was awesome.
I like Robert Patrick's character.
And that's why I also have to say that it's hard not to like him.
Anybody
you put in a movie with a 6-shooter just pop 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 pop
Yeah,
pop. Come on, that's fucking awesome.
He's like the quick draw guy, and he has a mustache.
Really awesome mustache.
Super awesome mustache. He seems
it's like the porn stash, I would say.
Perfectly.
But it's awesome. It looks more in a Wild West kind of style too.
Yeah. I had Josh Brolin, Sean Penn. I was going to say Bean.
Sean Penn.
I always say those names wrong because they always sound so similar. Penn. Sean Penn.
Played Mickey Cohen. And
really good.
Oh my god, he was awesome. He was probably the one thing I liked best about the movie.
Yeah,
is that Sean Penn. Now you're getting me to do it.
Sorry.
Sean Penn played a freaking awesome Mickey Cohen, man. He was just crazy. It was nice because you could see that Sean Penn actually got into the role a little bit and played out his part, and not just I'm the big bad gangster. I'll take those guys out. Like he actually, got into the role a little bit and brought a character to Mickey Cohen. So that was kind of nice.
Josh Brolin was good as the guy who's like
he leads the squad, and he was just he was really there. Like everybody called him Sarge. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Everybody called him Sarge, and
he was like, "Don't."
Josh Brolin's just a badass in my opinion. There's hardly anything I have not liked him in that even other people say sucked. I'm like, I still like him in that because I still see him like one of my all-time favorite movies. No Country for Old Men. I've been a big Cormac McCarthy fan. He writes really cool books, even though The Road was the weirdest fucking book I've ever read in my life. Because I've never read a book that didn't have chapters. It just kept going and going and going. And I didn't know how to stop reading. That's another story for another day. But again, No Country for Old Men is one of my all-time favorite movies. That book was fucking awesome. Great. And Josh Brolin killed it in that movie. I'm a huge Josh Brolin fan, period. So, now I'm a huge sucker for we were talking about. We really both
period pieces.
Period piece movies, man, and especially the 50s. Yes, especially 50s movies. If you make them look good enough and you do them well enough, they're awesome. You can just there's a lot you can do with them and make them awesome.
We were talking about the digital effects. There's a little over excessive of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of digital effects.
Bullet.
There's a lot of digital blood. I mean, hell, sometimes people throw out smoke grenades, and then there was even digital smoke before the regular smoke. And I was just like, ugh, come on, man. Now you're starting to take me out of the movie a little bit, and I'm really starting to notice up on these things. Some people don't notice up on it. I feel like that's the thing for people who, like you and me, who are a lot of avid movie watchers, who will notice that. For me, it kind of took me out of the movie just a little bit.
The one thing I did like that was well done with digital effect was one of the scenes where there's a blackout in a police station. And the muzzle flashes.
Yes.
Like, every time
there was
shot
the
muzzle flash.
There was like a little breakout scene or whatever, and there was a fight where one of the characters cut the lights off completely, and the whole scene is dark, and the only time you see something is when somebody is like shooting off a gun, and the muzzle flash is literally the only thing that lights up the scene. That was really cool.
And it freezes for a second, so it's like a freeze frame. It's like freeze frame.
Yeah, just like anytime you just do like a flashing strobe, like that's what it was. But it looked awesome.
It was cool. It was
that wasn't so much digital effect. That's just more of like timing it out, really. But it was still so cool. All the characters, honestly, are just really good.
Yeah.
Even like there's like one or two side character guys that really only showed up for just the sake of being there, and they're really good. And good God, Nick Nolte's getting old.
Yeah.
He's getting so old. I mean, now I think it's funny. I don't know if you're noticing. He's starting to sound like goddamn Batman.
I mean, he's always sounded gruff.
I mean, he's always sounded kind of gruff like that. But the thing is, he's getting older. I feel like it's getting worse.
Yeah. So yeah.
Still got an ugly mug too, man. Good
God. Some of y'all know, they had a scene in the original, in like the trailer, where they would come through a movie theater and they shot through the screen. But of course, with the
recent tragedy in Colorado, I believe, they went and did another reshoot and just kind of changed the scene, really. And it still worked, but we talked about it and we understood why they did that, because it's still way too soon. And honestly, on that note, we haven't done a review of it because I still haven't seen it yet, but he has. Jingle and Chain. This is one of the side note I'm going to make on that kind of thing. I feel like it's really unfair for Quentin Tarantino to be under so much fire under the recent tragedy of the school elementary shooting, and people trying to question his take on violence in movies, to how it can be a little overbearing and sometimes really excessive. But I love that he's still sticking to his guns and saying the same. He says, "I'm saying the same thing I said 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fantasy. It's not real." It's like you're overbreeding it completely. And I mean, you can even find it's one of my all-time favorite interviews where he bashed a woman completely.
The Kill Bill one.
The Kill Bill one, yeah. That was like one of my all-time favorite ones, where that lady's trying to say that he was sexist. He was sexist for making a strong, brave female lead, and he's sexist.
He's made 3 strong female.
You know, he honestly has. That's why, like, Quentin Tarantino, he keeps his open.
And Jackie Brown.
Good thing you bring up Jackie Brown. I didn't even think about that. I love that movie.
Yeah.
But back on subject.
I think the guy who directed, I think his name is Ruben Fletcher. He's the guy who did Zombieland, and
he did good. I liked it.
30 Minutes or Less. I couldn't think of it at the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So, good job. Solid acting. Solid, really good cast. Cool action. I'll give it like a 8 out of 10.
I give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I feel like it's a well-deserved one. Because, I mean, it was done. I was sad to see it had been pushed back this far from its original date, but because of the reshooting that movie theater scene, it's completely understandable. But also, I wanted to throw in there, too, another reason we got taken out of the movie was not only because of digital effects, because some fucking people don't know. And I've said this before in another, I believe another review I've done, one of my solo ones. I hate when people interrupt you during a fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's different.
So this is really just kind of us saying, when you go to a movie, bring proper etiquette with you, please.
Don't do this.
Don't walk up the steps stomping with your entire goddamn foot. Just walk up the steps like a normal person, sit down, and shut the fuck up.
Don't hit like the back of the seats. Like,
don't kick them so fucking loud. when you're all the way over here and we're all the way over there and we can hear you kicking the back of the seat, thank God nobody's in that seat. I would have been pissed for them.
Yeah.
But if we can hear you kicking the seat, cut that shit out. That's not fucking funny. It's not cool. It's not okay. Don't fucking do it.
It's inconsiderate. But yeah, as you can tell, we hate that. Our next review is probably going to be Evil Dead. Movie review, Evil Dead. Maybe Evil Dead. Possibly something that came before it. I don't know. I don't know
if I see it, Corey doesn't feel like doing it. Maybe I might do one on Warm Bodies.
I would see Warm Bodies. I'll be down for Warm Bodies.
The movie reviews might be kind of slim up until probably about summer, honestly. Because most of the ones we're excited for are coming out here late spring, summer and winter, honestly. So the movie reviews might be a little slim, but we're gonna try to keep up some more.
And we might do little if we watch a movie on Netflix, I'll review that, but who knows. But hopefully you enjoyed this kind of lengthy review. We just kind of yammered on.
We kind of went on. Sorry about that, but there was things to say.
Yeah,
definitely. There's things to say that this review brought up that we really didn't think about before starting this.
Yeah, but 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Go see it.
Definitely go see it.